Hello, Saxtons River. This is Logan Wendel of Newfane. I'm coming down here, Saxtons River 4th of July celebration, and I'm going to be going around just interviewing some people, see kind of what the whole event is about, see how it's changed over the years, how it's stayed the same, just general info. And I'm excited to be here. So I'm Logan Wendel, and you can I get your name?
I'm Marty Gallagher.
How long have you been attending the Saxtons River 4th of July event?
For more years than I can count. I used to work at the Inn at Saxtons River years ago. It's always been a huge event here in Saxtons River. It's like the quintessential small town America 4th of July.
Anything that really, to you personally, stands out, makes it special?
Oh, the parade, for sure. The parade is a unique combination of local entities that do floats, and people do floats, and there's dancers, and there's like a local drum band that usually comes. It's always good fun.
How long has the parade been going for?
I think the parade's been going as long as the event's been going. I don't know I'm not the best person to ask the exact length of the event. And the other fun thing is actually the Firecracker 5K. That's what I'm here to help out for today on behalf of the Bells Falls Rotary. The nice thing about this 5K is it's only $5. So we get a lot of families that run together. They come every year. We see the same faces. So it really is a huge tradition here in Saxtons River.
You want to ballpark how long the event's been running, like yearly?
I would say it's got to be, I think it's like in the 70s or 80s, I think. Like somewhere around there. I don't think they're quite at the 100-year mark, but.
Would you say you have a good idea of like how maybe year to year it changes, if at all?
Yeah, I mean it changes. Like they used to be events here, the street vendor events, and then they would go up to the rec center and they would have a cookout and they would have fireworks. They've toned it down a little bit to keep it to just the street vendor events. The fireworks, they've done away with those because it was a lot of money. But this year they're adding pickup softball. And the one thing that's been a constant, that's been a huge, exciting thing was water polo. We do water polo every year. So hopefully you'll get to interview some of the folks that are doing water polo because they can tell you the history, and it's pretty competitive, I think.
I'll definitely have to keep a lookout for some of those. Anything else you want to add on? Maybe like little...
Happy 4th of July to everybody, and do good and be good, the Rotary motto.
I'm Logan Wendel. Can I get your name?
Rosemary Gardner.
And what are you doing here at the 4th of July event?
Well, this year I am overseeing the pie contest. I'm also marching in the parade, but this is what I'm doing first. So I got here around 8, and I receive the pies that people bring in and put a card on each one so we can identify them. And then we have about 5 or 6 judges today, and they will come, and there are maybe 6 categories, including appearance, taste, crust, creativity. So we judge the pies on all those different things. And it's all anonymous, the judging. So I think it's really fair that way.
I'd like to be a part of the taste test, that's for sure.
Well, you could be if you would like to be. If you want to be a judge, you can be. You have to try a little slice of each one. So far
How tragic.
Yes, so don't go far. Yes, up until about 11 o'clock you can be a judge. You can slip in and try a piece of each pie.
How did you get involved with the pie contest in general? Like, how did it come to you?
Well, I've lived in town, almost 40 years, 35 years, and there's a pie contest every year, and I did enter it a couple of times when we first came to town. So I ended up being in the parade this year for maybe the second time, and I was on the 4th of July committee. So they needed, I'm really into cooking, so they needed someone to oversee the pie contest, so I just volunteered, yeah.
What are you doing in the parade? You said it's your second time, right?
I am marching in the Pearl Bonnet Memorial Kazoo Band with a bunch of other older women, so it should be spectacular.
I'll have to make sure I see that. All right. I think that's all I got for you. Thank you.
All right, come back later.
I'm sure I will. So now I'm going to head into the Bells Falls Saxons River Historical Museum, where they have all sorts of different artifacts collected over decades of history, showing off not only Saxons River, Bells Falls, like history, kind of some other stuff about like stories that happened. They have pictures of trolleys, they have outfits of different historical events, and just all kinds of really cool history that's been preserved over who knows how long. So, rolling. All right. Hi. I'm Logan Wendel. Can I get your name?
Louise Luring.
It's very nice to meet you. And what do you do here?
I'm the president of the Saxons River Historical Society, and I'm here most Sunday afternoons in the summertime for visitors. And we have a collection of items, artifacts, photographs related to Saxons River.
How long have you been the president of the historical?
I couldn't tell you how long. A long time.
And do you mind telling like a little bit more detail of what's set up right here?
Well, we have an exhibit this year of the Oddfellows artifacts that were given to us by Main Street Arts. The Oddfellows used to meet in that building. And so we've made a display to show people what these interesting artifacts that tell about the Oddfellows and what they stood for.
So, one question I have, like this cloak, I guess would be a good word.
It's an outfit. It was. They used to act out Bible stories, and this is the story of the Good Samaritan, and this is the robber who robbed the man who was then eventually saved by the Good Samaritan. So they had the story of the Good Samaritan. They had the story of David and Goliath, and many other stories that they acted out.
Do you have a ballpark of maybe the oldest piece in the museum?
No.
No idea?
Well, no, I don't.
What are like a majority of the like pieces like from? I guess.
Many of the pieces were given when the museum started. The historical started in 1966. So they are things that came out of homes here in Saxons River, and many of them date from before that into the late 1800s.
That's all. That's really cool. Is there any little tiny details you want to add on, maybe?
Tiny little details. Well, history is happening now, and we welcome like this. This is a recent addition to our collection, and we welcome anything that's remnants of what's happening now.
Well, thank you. Hi, I'm Logan Wendel. Can I get your name?
I'm Pat Reese.
And what do you do here at Saxons River?
I am head of the Friends of the Rockingham Library. I'm the president of that, and it's a nonprofit corporation that helps raise money for extra things for the library. Right now, they just got a hydroponic garden, and we helped contribute to that. They're just getting that set up now, and also a soil garden. So we help with that kind of thing, things that come beyond the tax dollars.
Would you give an estimate of how long you've been like involved in the library?
Well, I've been a librarian for a long time, but I've only lived in Saxtons River for about 7 years. I've probably been with the Friends for about 4 or 5 of those years.
So you mentioned a type of garden.
Yes, they're doing both a soil garden and a hydroponic garden, which is where they grow things in water with nutrients in it.
How did that come to be? Like, what was the like driving force behind that?
2 of the librarians were the driving force, Pamela and Sam, who's the youth librarian, and Pamela's a reference librarian, and they were the driving force behind that. They got a grant for part of it, and we're helping support it.
So you're a librarian. I'm sure you have a good answer to this question. What is your favorite book genre?
I read a lot of mysteries. I didn't have any of those in the libraries I worked at. I was in a corporate library, so no mysteries. But that's what I like to read.
Any specific one you would recommend?
Nothing in particular. There are a lot of good ones out there. The Louise Penny ones are good ones. She's the author. She has a whole series based on a detective up in Quebec, Canada, and they're good ones.
So, and what are you doing here at the event today?
We are doing the book cart drill team. So we'll be pushing these carts and doing some little formations and such with them. So
That sounds like it'll be a fun time. Anything else you want to add on?
I think that's it. That pretty much.
Well, thank you. I'm Logan Wendel, and currently I am here with
Albert,
Rosie,
April, Leslie,
Michelle.
and you all are the...
Pearl Bonnet Memorial Kazoo Band.
Yay, Pearl!
And how long has this kazoo band been running for?
I don't
About
know,
a week.
about 10 minutes now.
A few weeks, yeah.
we were
just
practicing
few.
for a couple
This is our first gig, though.
It
so,
is.
Yeah.
You guys nervous?
No.
Hell no.
No.
When you join a kazoo band, you're setting the bar pretty low. So, we're going to exceed that. Yeah.
So we're doing this in honor of Pearl Bonnet, who worked at the Saxtons River Market and lived in Saxtons River for a long time. And we want to just say that we miss her.
That kind of answers my next question of how did this come to be, you know?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else wants to add something.
I think she would really appreciate the humor in it, and it's supposed to be about having fun and remembering Pearl and not being afraid to make a fool out of yourself. And
Quite familiar with that. So, it's a fire truck passing. So, what compelled all of you to join this kazoo band? Was it just like a kind of like a spur of the moment, like, oh, let's do a kazoo band?
This sounds fun. So it's like, this sounds fun and doable, not hard musically. And we wanted to honor Pearl, and we wanted to have fun together as a community.
So, kazoos, what?
we can all play it.
Well, can I hear? Can I hear a little?
How about this hand is your leg?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 1 and a 2 and a 3.
That was great. Thank you, guys.
More to come.
That's right.
Anything else you guys want to add on? Any?
Welcome Mary, because she,
Come in, you guys missed.
yeah, she's the force.
We're on camera here. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta
Scoot in, scoot in, scoot
Yeah.
in.
We got to talk about
Here, hold that.
Are you Logan?
I'm Logan. Yes, and can I get your name?
Mary,
And I've heard you're the leader of this group.
the leader of the pack. Yeah. When they let me, it's like herding cats.
But you were a good friend of Mary's, and Pearl's, and that's why a lot of this started.
Yes, I really had a deep affection for Pearl, who worked at the market. And when she passed and this parade was coming up, I thought, what a great idea to celebrate her by having the Pearl Bonnet Memorial Kazoo Band. I don't know if she cared about kazoos, but
Never talked to her about kazoos, huh? No.
But you cared about Saxtons River, and this is in Saxtons River, so it all works.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I've heard great things about this entire band, so I'm excited to see.
Now you're just buttering us up. Come on.
biased, are you?
I mean, I just heard you all perform, so.
Okay.
You know, we do have one in the top 40. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, thank you all for performing. I'm looking forward to it. So, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, I'm Logan Wendel, and can I get your name?
Bonnie Anderson.
And what do you do here in Saxtons River?
Well, I don't really do anything in Saxtons River, but in Bellows Falls I run the BF Community Bike Project. And I'm moving back to Bellows Falls very soon, actually, as well. But I do love Saxtons River.
How long have you been involved with the Community Bike Project?
Well, I started it in 2013, so it's been just over 10 years. Yeah.
How did you kind of get into that? Like, how did that start?
Well, I used to live in Burlington, and up there was a community bike project, a non-profit that really inspired me to do it when I came down here. And they had already been going for a while. When I came down here, I just thought we needed one. And so I wanted to see more bikes on the road and make them affordable, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I already asked that question. What are you doing here at the Saxtons River Parade?
Ah, yes. Well, we have been put in charge of sort of facilitating the bike section of the parade. I like to call it the bike crew. And so we've been doing this for a number of years. The bikers have been riding in the parade for decades, way before I came, or the bike project came around. But they want us to organize it, and so we do. We bring decorations, and I just get the word out, try to get a lot of people.
How like over the years you've been doing it, like, would you say it's grown like a lot, or the entire like project as a whole?
Oh yeah, the project's definitely grown. I mean, not necessarily in size, but in what we do, our impact in the community. We get a lot of bikes out there affordably. We work with kids. We teach kids safe riding and basic bike maintenance skills, and we're just trying to get a lot of more people riding. And a lot of people haven't ridden in many years, adults, and so they'll come in, they see us, and they come in and they decide to get a bike and they get back on the road. So I think we've had a good impact.
Sounds really cool. Is there anything else you want to add on?
Well, we are this year working to buy our building, because we've been renting the building that we're in at 30 Henry Street in Bellows Falls, and the owner wants to sell it, and so we have raised almost enough to buy it outright. So the community has been very generous. A lot of businesses and individuals have donated, and we've gotten a grant as well. And so hopefully by November we will own our building, and then it'll be more cost effective for us, as well as just having control over making it a better, more workable building for us.
That sounds really cool. Well, go support the project. Sounds like they're having a good old time. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sound good? All right, cool. Hello. I'm Logan Wendel, and can I get your guys' names?
Jan Guild.
I'm Thaddeus Guild.
And what are you guys doing here at the Saxtons River 4th of July Parade?
We are the Grand Marshals representing Saxtons River in the 2024 4th of July Parade.
Have you guys done something like this before?
Not Grand Marshal, no.
We've been spectators our whole lives. This is our first time in the parade, I think.
Yeah.
How did you guys get involved in it originally? Like, how did you first find out about like the parade?
Many years ago, my family was a part of the original start of the 4th of July parade, part of the committee that started it. So it's been in my family's blood for the 4th of July all of our lives. So, and I've been on the committee, helped with the committee for many years, and I've stepped away for a few years, but it's something that's near and dear to us all of our lives growing up here.
Have you like watched it change like over the years?
Yeah, it has gone through a lot of different changes. I'm really excited about the changes that are evolving now, and the new ideas that have come to town for the 4th of July, and everybody's ideas, I think, is going to be a wonderful one this year. Yeah.
Any like specific floats you're looking forward to see?
No, I'm always curious to see what everyone does. I love the music that always comes, and watching how the parade has evolved over my lifetime, and the homemade floats, and I'm excited to see everything.
I like to see the vintage cars, all the old vehicles we're driving today, and we're being driven today in a 1951 Ford F6.
Yep.
That is Jan's sister. Well, I guess it's my sister-in-law's too. So our sister-in-law's truck. So we're looking forward to that, and we're looking forward to seeing some of the other old vehicles in the parade.
Yeah.
How did the position of, you said Grand Marshal of the parade, how did that first like come to you?
By a phone call. Susan Saunders reached out to us and said the committee has asked if we would be the Grand Marshals this year. So yeah, we're very honored.
Was it very like out of the blue, and were you like also like, oh yeah, let's do it? Like, were you super excited?
Go ahead.
We were honored by the nomination. We felt that there were some other people who were also very deserving, and probably more so than us. But we were very honored by the nomination and happy to take part.
Yeah. There's so many in this community that give so much that we felt there's a lot of other people that deserve this spot also.
Anything else you guys want to add on about the parade?
No.
Looking forward to a great day. We have some beautiful weather, and hopefully we have a good crowd for all the festivities today.
Yeah, and the 5 o'clock softball game. We're not in it, but I'm looking forward to seeing it up at the Saxtons River Rec tonight at 5 to see the community out playing softball together. So really looking forward to that.
All right, well, thank you too.
Yeah,
have a good one.
You too, thank you.
Happy 4th.
All right. Hello, I'm Logan Wendel, and can I get your guys' names?
I'm Sean Roberon. I'm Colby Thompson.
And I couldn't help but notice the armor. So how did that happen? How did that come to be?
Well, we're all part of what's called Vermont Armored Combat, which is a boo-hurt armored combat sport. You kind of consider it like medieval MMA. That's usually the easiest way to describe it, because it's not theatrical, it's not performative. We actually do fight each other as hard and as fast as we can. There's punching, kicking, grappling, takedowns to the ground, all that type of stuff.
Liam, yell start fight and end fight.
All right.
Or stop fight.
Good frame. Oh, sound test 1, 2. All right. All right, Logan Wendel here, doing a little outro for the Saxtons River 4th of July parade. Got a ton of different interviews, ton of different parade floats. We talked to Vermont Combat Arts, the Knights. We talked to Community Bike Project, all sorts of different people, and it looks like the fire department is setting up here for a game of soccer, but instead of using your feet, they're using fire hoses, it appears. So that'll be a fun watch, and looks like all sorts of people gathering around to watch that. And overall, pretty good parade. Ton of different floats, ton of different people, ton of different foods, ton of different stands, all kinds of stuff. And yeah, have a good 4th of July. Go see fireworks. Go do whatever.
Sorry. I was like, oh, wait, hold on, camera.